the shadows start to climb. Another night to kill the time. The silence in this room is thick, a medicine that makes me sick. I scroll through faces frozen bright, a curated and borrowed life. But every post and every smile just stretches out the hollow mile. And the quiet home is turning to a scream, a silent movie, a fractured dream. I'm ready to let go. I'm dancing with the echoes on the wall. I'm answering a voice that never calls. We built a fire but we let it drown. Now I'm just spinning faster, trying to slow down. Yeah, I'm just spinning faster, trying to slow down. I wear the memories like a stain, a gentle, persistent summer rain. You left your jacket by the door, a landmark from a finished war. I trace the lines upon my palm, trying to find a sense of calm. But every crease just tells your name, a looping, unforgiving game. And the quiet hum is turning to a scream, a silent movie, a fractured dream. I'm ready to let go. I'm dancing with the echoes on the wall. I'm answering a voice that never calls. We built a fire but we let it drown. Now I'm just spinning faster, trying to slow down. I'm just spinning faster, trying to slow down. Turn down the noise, let the picture fade. I'm just a boy afraid of the shade I made. There's no more sound, there's no more fight, just a quiet terror of a single night. I'm ready to let go. I'm ready to let go. A slow vinyl crackle under distant thunder, layer with the faint buzz of a power line failing. I planted your name in the cracks of my sidewalk line. Watered it with silence, watched it twist and win. Echoing static vines that choke the light I knew. Now every bloom's a memory dressed in midnight blue. I'm running on emergency light, low and dim, feeding off the embers of a love grown thin. You were the blast out, I was a spark, flickering wild in the endless dark. Now I'm tangled in the wires you left behind, chasing echoes I can't rewind. We bloomed in voltage, wilted in the rain. Now I'm just a ghost inside your old refrain. I wear your last goodbye like a second skin. It hums in minor keys beneath the noise within. The streetlights stutter out your silhouette in code, while I drift through alleys where our future eroded. dead air and static walls.
Thunder rolls beneath the bed of vinyl static. Rain taps and sing with the slow decaying symbols. I folded your silence into origami birds, set them loose in alleyways where no one speaks a word. They circle back in midnight, wings frayed with static rain, carrying echoes of a love I can't explain. My breath fogs up the screen where your face used to glow. Now it's just a ghost in the afterlife, fading slow. You were the storm, I was the shore, washed away and wanted more. Now I'm tangled in the wires of a dead connection, drowning in electric reflection. We burned an analog, blood in digital haze. Now I'm just a hum in your vacant day. I wear your last goodbye like a second heartbeat, faint and fractured, skipping in the heat. The city hums your frequency through broken streetlights, but every signal drowns in endless night. My breath fogs up the screen where your face used to glow. Now it's just a ghost in the afterlife, fading slow. You were the storm, I was the shore, washed away and wanted more. Now I'm tangled in the wires of a dead connection, drowning in electric reflection. We burned an analog, blood in digital haze. Now I'm just a hum in your vacant day. Did we ever truly touch or just orbit in the noise? Two sparks pretending they could drown out the void. Now the sky's gone quiet, but my nerves still call through dead air and the static of it all. Thunder fades into vinyl, spins into silence. Only the echo remains
Golden days, a sunburned haze. We used to lie in violet phases. Now the colors all are bleeding out. Silence screams, a world of doubt. I see a ghost in every room, a fading scent, a bottled perfume. We built it up so high to watch it fall. A silent movie, no sound at all. And I'm trying to remember the light, but it's all just a blur in the night. Yeah, it's all just a I can't feel a thing anymore. Just a static behind walls.
thing. Polaroid frames and whispered names. We got lost in our own silly games. The fire died, it left the cold. A story that's been told and told on. Chasing echoes in the dark. Just a silhouette, a single spark. You're a language I can't speak. A future that's grown tired and weak. Ooh. And I'm trying to remember the light, but it's all just a blur in the night. Yeah, it's all just a break. I can't feel a thing anymore. Just a static break. Let the noise fill up my head till your memory is dead. Yeah, I can't feel a thing. Was it ever real? Was it all a dream? Floating on the surface of a shallow stream. I'm sinking slow, letting go. I'm sinking slow, I'm letting go. Faint radio static weaves through slow rain. A distant thunderclap sinks with vinyl crackle. I rewound our last conversation frame by frame, but every word dissolved like smoke in acid rain. Your voice came through in fragments, half erased, half true. Now I'm tuning dials for something I can't undo. My mind's a tower broadcasting into void, sending love frequencies you destroy. You were the signal, I was the noise, drowning out my own voice with your choice. Now I drift through channels you left dead, hearing ghosts inside my head. We sing like stars before the sky went dim. Now I'm lost in static, fading at the rim. Fading at the rim. Fading at the rim. I wear your silence like a second skin. It fits too tight and never lets me in. The clock ticks backwards in this empty room, where every shadow hums your favorite tune. My mind's a tower broadcasting to void, sending love frequencies you destroy. You were the signal, I was the noise, drowning out my own voice with your choice. Now I drift through channels you left dead, hearing ghosts inside my head. We sink like stars before the sky went dim. Now I'm lost in static, fading at the rim. Did we ever really connect, or just pretend to align? Two broken transmitters feeding on the same thin line. Now the airwaves ache with what we couldn't say, and every wavelength leads me further away.
Heavily filtered radio voice, then a chat vocal in the slow motion.
Head is heavy, thoughts so thick. Another fix, another trick. Swimming in a pixelated sea. You used to be the cure for me. Now the colors start to bleed. A different kind of hollow need. Chasing echoes in the glass, watching all the hours pass, and the world outside is moving fast, but I'm built to make the moment last, even if it's built to break.
Fake, let the syrup pull me under. Fake, tear the whole damn world asunder. Fake, nothing left to take or steal. Fake, this is how the numb feel. Fake, let it pull me.
Green light on a hollow face. Can't remember time or place. Just the hum and the velvet dread. Turning over in my bed. You were a lighthouse, bright and true. Now I'm painting over blue with blue. A beautiful disastrous scene. The quietest I've ever been. And the world outside is moving fast, but I'm built to make the moment last, even if it's built to break.
Let the syrup pull me under. Hey, tear the whole damn world asunder. Hey, nothing left to take or steal. Hey, this is how the numb feel. Hey, let it pull me under.
Is this peace or is it weight? I'm suspended, can't escape. I traded fire for a haze, lost in these chemical days. How that I feel, slow motion.
A slow drip of water sinks within radio static, and the low thrum of a distant transformer.
I keep your last voicemail on loop inside my ribs, where the echoes grown teeth and choose on what I did. The streetlights blinking Morse code I can't decode, just static dressed as comfort in this hollow smoke. My pulse broadcasts on a frequency you muted long ago, still sending love to signals lost in snow. You were the broadcast, I was the air, carrying your silence everywhere. Now I'm tuned to dead channels, lost in the hum, waiting for a voice that never comes. We sparking analog, blood and digital rain. Now I'm just the silence after your name. I scroll photos like the sacred scrolls. Each one a glitch in time that slowly takes its toll. Your smile's a frozen frame I can't unfreeze, while winter hums through circuits meant to breathe. My post broadcasts on a frequency you muted long ago, still sending love to signals lost in snow. You were the broadcast, I was the air, carrying your silence everywhere. Now I'm tuned to dead channels, lost in the hum, waiting for a voice that never comes. We sparked an analog, bled in digital rain. Now I'm just a silence after your name. Did we ever truly connect, or just pretend to align? Two antennas swaying in a storm we couldn't define. Now the tower's falling, but my heart's still scanning for a signal that dissolved in your hand. Static softens, drip slows, transformer hum fades. Silence settles like ash on a dead screen. Easy now, easy now, easy now, easy now. Easy now, easy now. Waking up to the same old view, sky are gray and a worn-out shoe. Cosmos dancing in the light, I count the hours through the night. There's a tension in the air, a silent scream, a threat to wear. I pour my heart down the kitchen sink, another moment on the brink, and I'm searching for a signal, a sign, but the frequency's lost on the line. Gonna break through the static tonight. I'm burning up the static dream, lost in a digital stream. Tear the walls down, let it bleed, it's the only way to feel something. I'm burning up, remember day we used to fly, chasing the edge of the evening sky. Now the engine's sputtering low, a dying tired neon glow. We painted visions bold and bright, now the shadows in the night. A phantom limb, a faded tomb, beneath the cold and distant moon. And I'm searching for a signal, a sign. Gonna break through the static tonight. I'm burning up this static dream, lost in a digital stream. Tear the walls down, let it bleed, it's the only way to feel something. I'm burning up.
I can feel the pressure change. Gotta break out of this cage and rewrite the code, turn the page.
I can feel the pressure change. Easy now, feel something static.
I built a raft from text messages you never sent. Drifted down the river of your almost intent. Streetlights flicker like the hope I couldn't keep, while your silence floods the channels of my sleep. I'm tuned to a destination, playing memories on repeat. Your static is still lingers in the heat. You were lightning in a bottle, I was just a glass, shattered on the shoreline, watching currents pass. Now I float through hollow days with circuits running dry, chasing echoes in the static of a love gone shy. We spark like faulty wiring in a summer storm. Now I'm just the aftermath, cold and out of form. Your name appears in glitches on my phone at 3 a.m. A phantom notification I can't quite condemn. I swipe it left like all the chances we let drown, while thunder hums a lullaby of a sinking town. I'm tuned to a destination, playing memories on repeat. Your static is still lingers in the heat. You were lightning in a bottle, I was just a glass, shattered on the shoreline, watching currents pass. Now I float through hollow days with circuits running dry, chasing echoes in the static of a love gone shy. We spark like faulty wiring in a summer storm. Now I'm just the aftermath, cold and out of form. Did we ever really burn, or just pretend to glow? Two shadows dancing under voltage too low. Now the rain rewires everything it touches on its way, but it can't bring back the current that you took that day.
Soft rain taps on metal rooftops, there with the hum of a dying server and warp tape hits. I typed your name in binary just to feel you near, but the screen just blinked back, error code and clear. Your profile picture stares through pixelated glass while I scroll through memories that never seem to pass. My heart's a corrupted file I can't restore, locked behind a password I don't know anymore. You were the fire in the wire, I was just a spark, burned too bright, left nothing in the dark. Now I'm glitching through the days with circuits torn, holding on to signals that were never born. We coded love and lightning, ran it through the rain. Now I'm just the echo in a dead server's frame. I dream in blue light, wake to notifications, none. The algorithm knows I'm searching for what's gone. Your voice lives in a voicemail I won't delete, a digital ghost haunting every heartbeat. My heart's a corrupted file I can't restore, locked behind a password I don't know anymore. You were the fire in the wire, I was just a spark,
Now the system's offline, but my mind still runs, searching for a version of you that never comes. Rain fades, server umbrellas down, screen glitches too bright, silence reboots thunder rolls under a bed of vinyl. Static rain patters like keys on a dead keyboard. I buried your letters in the garden behind my chest, where the roses growing glitches and never bloom at rest. The soil's charged with every word I never said aloud. Now lightning roosts through memories wrapped in static shroud. I breathe in frequencies you left behind in dust. Each inhale a signal turning into rust. You were the storm, I was the ground, shaking silent without sound. Now I'm haunted by the hush. After lightning turned to crush, we burned in monochrome through summer haze. Now I'm just a static in your vacant gaze. I wear your silence like a second heartbeat, faint and fading, never quite complete. The streetlights hum your lullaby in broken code, while I drift through nights on an empty road. Breathing frequencies you left behind in dust. Each inhale a signal turning into rust. You were the storm, I was the ground, shaking silent without sound. Now I'm haunted by the hush. After lightning turned to crush, we burned in monochrome through summer haze. Now I'm just a static in your vacant gaze. Were we ever real or just a dream? The wires fed to go sinking pulses before the system bled. Now the sky's gone quiet, but my nerves still scream a requiem for love lost in the electric street. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, thunder fades to whisper, rain dissolves into hum, final run silent, only the void remains charged. Low drone pulses beneath the sound of distant thunder and vinyl static. I mapped your absence in the cracks along my walls. Each fissure hums your name in frequencies too small. The fridge light flickers like the last spark in my chest, while time rewinds the moments I can't quite forget. I'm running on a battery you drained before you left, charging no from outlets that are permanently bereft. We were four lines pretending to be solid ground, shaking every time you turned your back around. Now I'm numb and
between who I was and who I am when you're not near. Just static in the mirror, whispering in fear. I'm running on a battery you drained before you left, charging hope from outlets that are permanently bereft. We were four lines pretending to be solid ground, shaking every time you turned your back around. Now I'm numb beneath the tremors of a love that broke the mold, wired to feel nothing but your ghost still takes its hold. You left me in the aftershock with no compass, no reply, just echoes in the circuitry where your goodbye still lies. Was I ever more than just a signal you commute, a temporary frequency in your transient pursuit? Now the earth keeps shifting under feet that won't stand still, and every step I take just echoes down the hill. Thunder fades, static softens, lights dim to a single plane. I built a shrine from screenshots of your last reply, lit it with the glow of a phone that won't die. The candles flicker in the blue light of my doubt, while your ghost scrolls through the ruins I can't live without. I'm haunted by the afterglow of a touch I can't replay, a memory buffering in the dark, stuck halfway. You were the flame, I was the fuse, lit in silence, lost in use. Now I'm just a flicker in a wire, burning out with no desire. We danced in neon through the static haze. Now I'm just the echo of your vacant gaze. I wear your absence like a second skin, then a signal lost, stick with where we've been. Mirror shows a stranger wired to the past, speaking in whispers that won't ever last. Haunted by the afterglow of a touch I can't replay, a memory buffering in the dark, stuck halfway. You were the flame, I was the fuse, lit in silence, lost in use. Now I'm just a flicker in the wire, burning out with no desire. We danced in neon through the static haze. Now I'm just the echo of your vacant gaze. Was I ever more than just a moment in your feet, temporary highlight, spark you didn't need? Now the current's gone, but my nerves still haunt. Flicker ghost waiting for a love that's
us numb. Take runs out, rain softens and fades. Only the heart of emptiness remains.
Final crackle blends with distant thunder. A low hum pulsing like a failing heartbeat.
Your photograph's been glitching lately. Eyes been got in pixel haze. I keep replaying what you whispered through the static of those final days. Wires twist inside my chest. Every breath feels like a test. You were fire in a frozen room. Now I'm chasing embers in the gloom. Tried to run, but the past rewinds. Trapped inside your fractured lines. Street lights bleed through midnight curtains. Catch a shape upon the wall. I reach out, but it's just the echo of a love that couldn't hold it all. Cold currents pull me under, while your ghost keeps rolling thunder. You were fire in a frozen room. Now I'm chasing embers in the gloom. Tried to run, but the past rewinds. Trapped inside your fractured line. Maybe healing means forgetting, but forgetting feels like death. I built a home inside your silence. Now there's nothing left but left. Radio fades to white noise. Another dawn without your voice.
Blends with distant rainfall and the slow spin of a warp record.
I keep your voice in a jar beside my bed. Wired to a speaker that only plays the unsaid. The walls hum back your laughter in distorted tones, while I scroll through empty nights on cracked and aging phones. You left your fingerprint in every frequency I chase. Now silence screams the loudest in this hollow space. You were the spark, I was the fuse. Lit too fast, burned through the truth. Now I'm just a live wire in the rain, calling out your name in vain. We pulse like city lights before the crash. Now I'm flickering through the static of your aftermath. I try to reboot the version of me you knew, but the system's corrupt and nothing loads like it used to. You
Your shadow lingers in the glow of midnight screens. A glitch I can't delete, caught between what was and seen.
You left your fingerprint in every frequency I chase. Now silence screams the loudest in this hollow space.
You were the spark, I was a fuse, lit too fast, burned through the truth. Now I'm just a live wire in the rain, calling out your name in vain. We pulse like city lights before the crash. Now I'm flickering through the static of your aftermath. Was I ever real or just a signal you borrow for a while? A temporary current in your transient style. Now the power's out, but I still feel the charge. A phantom voltage running through this empty eye. Rain softens, home face, screen dims to black. Only the echo remains.
Rain taps off softly on a metal roof, while a warp tape loop cycles through fragmented piano notes and distant radio hum. I tend to memories like roses made of glass, each petal sharp with moments meant to last. But your voice replanted them in corrupted soil. Now they bloom in glitches, bleeding static oil. I water them with silence, prune with yesterday, hoping something real might still find its way. You were the storm in my circuitry, I was the ground you wouldn't leave. Now I'm rooted in the static rain, growing pain from love's remains. We synced in summer, crash and fall. Now I'm just the echo behind the wall. Your shadow walks the garden, pixelated light, flickering through hedges, stitched from sleepless nights. I reach to touch the outline of your fading face, but my hands come back charged with empty space. I water them with silence, prune with yesterday, hoping something real might still find its way. You were the storm in my circuitry, I was the ground you wouldn't leave. Now I'm rooted in the static rain, growing pain from love's remains. We synced in summer, crashed and fall. Now I'm just the echo behind the wall. Was this ever love or just a beautiful error? A temporary signal dressed as something clearer. Now the garden thrives on what it can't erase. A glitch and bloom where your ghost still grazes. You were the storm in my circuitry, I was the ground you wouldn't leave. Now I'm rooted in the static rain, growing pain from love's remains. We synced in summer, crashed and fall. Now I'm just the echo behind the wall.
piano fades. Only the hum of roots and static remains.
A low electrical buzz merges with the sound of distant wind and slow vinyl rotation. I found your shadow in the steam of morning coffee. Gone before I blink, just vapor and debris. The charger blinks red like a warning I ignore it, while your last text still glows on a dead phone's board. I'm running on phantom power, fueled by what's not there. Chasing voltage in the air, you left so bare. You were the surge, I was the ground, pulled under without a sound. Now I'm wired to a ghost, feeling everything you lost. We lit the dark with borrowed flame. Now I'm just the ash that bears your name. I walk the streets we used to map in neon light. Now every sign just flickers through the endless night. My headphones play the silence where your voice should be, a hollow hum where loved ones flow so easily. I'm running on phantom power, fueled by what's not there. Chasing voltage in the air, you left so bare. You were the surge, I was the ground, pulled under without a sound. Now I'm wired to a ghost, feeling everything you lost. We lit the dark with borrowed flame. Now I'm just the ash that bears your name. Was I ever more than just a circuit in your plan? A temporary current you could hold in your hand. Now the grid's gone quiet, but my nerves still hum. Alive while you're dreaming of a touch that's long gone numb. When fate traced your name in condensation on the window pane. Watched it blur like every promise we couldn't sustain. Your voice still echoes through the wires in my head. A broken signal I keep trying to read. I dial your number just to hear the tone decay. Static fills the silence where your words used to stay. You burn like lightning, let me drenched in flame. Now I'm numb beneath the weight of your ghostly name. We spark like circuits overloaded, torn apart. Now I'm just a glitch inside a hollow heart. Screens glow cold where your face used to appear. Flickering memories I can't delete this year. I chase your shadow through the digital haze, but every path just leads me back to yesterday. I dial your Vinyl crackle pulses beneath the slow drip of water and the low hum of a distant power station at dawn. I carved your name in the frost of my rearview glass. Watched it melt by morning, fading far too fast. The highway sings your lullaby in broken AM waves, while I drive through towns that look like yesterday's grave. My hands grip silence tighter than the wheel, chasing echoes only static seems to feel. You were the lightning, I was the ground, shaking wordless without sound. Now I'm wired to the void you left behind. A left current with no mind. We burned in monochrome through electric haze. Now I'm just the afterglow in your vacant day. I keep your last text like a relic in my glove box. A digital prayer wrapped in rust and paradox. A GPS reroutes to every place we kiss, but the map's corrupted. Nothing's left of this. My hands grip silence tighter than the wheel, chasing echoes only static seems to feel. You were the lightning, I was the ground, shaking wordless without sound. Now I'm wired to the void you left behind. A live current with no mind. We burned in monochrome through electric haze. Now I'm just the afterglow in your vacant days. Did we ever truly exist outside the noise? Or were we just two ghosts borrowing each other's voice? Now the road runs empty, but my nerves still call through dead air and the static of it all. Drip slows, hum fades, vinyl spins into silence. Only the ghost of motion remains. You left your shadow in the hallway, flickering like a dying screen. I traced the cracks along the ceiling where your voice used to live in me. Signals fade, but the ache stays wired. Pulse electric, heart retired. I'm drowning in a silent sea, where your name's the only frequency. Burned the bridge but kept the flame. Now I'm calling out to ghosts in vain. Time rewinds and glitched out fragments. Your laugh echoes through the wires. I scroll through nights we never fixed, while thunder drowns my tired prayers. Static love, it won't reply. Just a hollow in my lullaby. I'm drowning in a silent sea, where your name's the only frequency. Burned the bridge but kept the flame.
static fades. Another night, the memory invades.
Rain taps on a broken screen. Vinyl hits beneath the hum of distant sirens. I traced your name in condensation on the window pane. Looked the heroes up and stole it like a thief in the night. Now I'm scrolling through old pictures. Pixels start to bleed. Every memory's corrupted, won't load right. Static in my chest, a signal I can't read. You left your echo wired deep inside of me. I'm burning slow in electric rain, trying to feel, but it's all the same. Your voice cuts through like a glitch in time. A ghost inside this heart of mine. We flicker bright, then blew a fuse. Now I'm haunted by the light we use. The coffee's cold, the charger's dead, the clock won't tick. I talk to shadows just to hear a voice that sticks. Your perfume lingers in the vents of digital decay. I mute the world but still hear everything you didn't say. Static in my chest, a signal I can't read. You left your echo wired deep inside of me. I'm burning slow in electric rain, trying to feel, but it's all the same. Your voice cuts through like a glitch in time. A ghost inside this heart of mine. We flicker bright, then blew a fuse. Now I'm haunted by the light we use. Did we ever really touch, or just orbit in the noise? Two frequencies colliding, drowning out the choice. Now silence screams the loudest when the power goes away, and I'm left with just the afterglow of yesterday. Radio fades to white noise. Rain keeps falling through the I found your sweater folded in the backseat of my mind. Still warm with yesterday, but frayed along the seams. The GPS keeps rerouting through the places we left behind. Every turn's a dead end, dressed in broken dreams. My pulse is just a dial tone, spinning out of tune. You rewired all my circuits with the I play our last voicemail on a loop until it cracks. Each syllable a splinter working backward through my back. My pulse is just a dial tone spinning out of tune. You rewired all my circuits with the half-lit moon. We were wildfire wrapped in ice, melting slow through paradise. Now I'm numb beneath the storm. Wired wrong, but still too warm. You lit me up, then pulled the plug. Let me sparking in the dark, tugging at the rug. Was I ever real to you, or just a frequency you borrowed? A temporary signal in a world you couldn't follow. Now the current's running backward through the veins of what we knew, and every spark just whispers there's no fixing you. Ocean waves blend with radio interference. A slow vinyl war pulses beneath the surface. I folded all your letters in a paper boat, sent them out to sea when no one writes a note. The tide came back with fragments, just your handwriting and salt, dissolving on my tongue like promises you never meant to hold. My heart's a broken boy, drifting off the grid, calling out your name when no one's left to listen. You were the current, I was just the shore, washed away each time you wanted more. Now I'm stranded in the hush between the waves, drowning in the silence that you're leaving gave. We spark like neon in a blackout sky. Now I'm just the afterglow you left to die. Check the weather for a sign you might return, but every forecast reads emotional burn. The lighthouse flickers Morse code I can't decode, just static in the rhythm of the life I overhaul. My heart's a broken boy, drifting off the grid, calling out your name where no one's left to listen. You were the current, I was just a shore, washed away each time you wanted more. Now I'm stranded in a hush between the waves, drowning in the silence that you're leaving gave. We spark like neon in a blackout sky. Now I'm just the afterglow you left to die. Did we ever really touch or just reflect each other's pain? Two ghosts exchanging voltage in a never-ending rain. Now the ocean's full of echoes, but your voice won't carry through. Just salt and static where I thought I'd find you. Waves recede in a white noise, radio fades to silence. Rise and swallows the last line.
Low frequency rain blends with the crackle of an old radio, tuning between dead stations.
I stitch your voice into the lining of my coat. tape replays the words you wrote, the times worn thin the thread, and now it frays to noise, a whisper lost in thunder, drowned beneath the poise. I walk through city lights that home your frequency, but every signal fades to hollow vacancy. You were the current, I was the spark, brief and bright against the dark. Now I'm wrapped in static veils, telling truths that always fail. We burned in monsoon, kissed in lightning's breath. Now I'm just the silence after love's last death. Your shadow lingers in the steam of midnight trains, a silhouette of loss in electric rains. I press my palm to windows cold with yesterday, but the glass just shows the ghost I can't unlink. I walk through city lights that hum your frequency, but every signal fades to hollow vacancy. You were the current, I was the spark, brief and bright against the dark. Now I'm wrapped in static veils, telling truths that always fail. We burned in monsoon, kissed in lightning's breath. Now I'm just the silence after love's last death. Did we ever really exist outside the noise, or were we just two echoes borrowing each other's voice? Now the storm has passed, but my bones still shake with the voltage of a future we couldn't
Radio static softens. Rain recedes. Streetlights dim. One last hum fades into the night.
A slow rain falls over humming power lines, layered with the distant crackle of a dying campfire, and warp tape hits. I keep your voice in a jar wired to my chest, where it hums in minor keys I can't suppress. The streetlights flicker every time I say your name, like the city's trying to forget you just the same. I'm charged with absence, running on delay, live while you're dreaming of a yesterday. You were the surge, I was the spark, brief and brilliant in the dark. Now I'm haunted by the hum you left behind, a ghost current with no mind. We lit the night with borrowed flame. Now I'm just a static
grid's gone quiet, but my bones still sing a requiem for everything. Softens, fire dies, tape runs silent. Only the echo of voltage remains in the end. Is back behind my eyes, recurring under painted skies. I play the part, I say the lines, and trace the same old faded signs. Your laughter lives inside my head, a different life, a different thread. I cut the cord, or so I said, but now I'm tangled up instead. And I can feel the voltage rise, started burning in the skies. One more step to apologize. I'm walking on a wire, feet in the fire. I'm walking on the wire, a lonely, quiet liar. Never higher, never higher, never higher.
I see your face in broken glass, a future that was meant to last. Now it's just a photograph, a bittersweet and broken path. We spoke in codes and subtle hands, built a castle out of sands. I'm trying to forget the plans and follow new uncertain bands.
And I can feel the voltage rise, started burning in the skies. One more step to apologize. I'm walking on the wire, feet in the fire. I'm walking on the wire, a lonely, quiet liar. Never higher, never higher. This tightrope is my own design, to forget your hand that felt like mine.